For a change, here are some funny moments of the corona crisis. Well, to be precise, they would be funny if they weren't really sad. The first one is about the Robert-Koch Institute, which is a German federal government agency and research institute for disease control and prevention, and cooperates closely with the World Health Organization, which again is more than 80% funded by pharmaceutical companies and private donors, which again will make a huge fortune once the governments buy their immunizations and medicines.
Eine Einschätzung geben zur Situation und die neuesten Zahlen vorstellen. Und danach werden wir die eingeschickten Fragen in der Auswahl beantworten.
So you can't even ask questions. You have to send them in and they select some for answers. What a ludicrous approach. Look what it says up here. Create evidence, share knowledge, protect health. So I don't think you can create evidence. You find evidence. Duh. The president of the Robert-Koch Institute, Professor Lothar Wieler, gives regular updates on the numbers of infections and deaths due to corona. Due to? When I recently looked around, I found on a governmental media channel that this is in fact not necessarily true. Here it says in German, how are corona deaths counted? Anyone who has died and in whom a coronavirus was detected is counted according to this institute as a corona death. So it could be that he died of something completely different, but it's still counted, even if there's no causal relationship. So here again, what a ludicrous approach. With that crappy scientific rigor, you wouldn't even get a bachelor in science under normal conditions. So technically, by this definition, someone who died of a car accident in whom traces of coronavirus were found, and as I mentioned earlier, there are many bacteria and virus species in our body at any time, is counted as a corona death. The second example is from the UK, where since recently the government now suggests that maybe only 20,000 die of corona, guided by the scientists who earlier predicted 500,000 will die. Here you see it. That would make the corona deaths identical to the expected number who die from the flu, which is also around 20,000. Very interestingly, they now said roughly 8,000 die of the flu every year, which is wrong. I showed in an earlier video the statistics from the UK government, which talks more about 20,000.
If we can keep deaths below 20,000, we will have done very well in this epidemic. That won't be because we are somehow lucky. It won't be because somehow the virus
Listen to that clown.
this country differently from any other country. It will be because every citizen in this country, the British public, have complied with the instructions that the government has given based on the best scientific evidence to reduce the disease. We can beat this virus.
At what cost? Of course, now with the new numbers, they say it's because of the drastic measures. According to Occam's razor, which is underlying science, if you make an outrageous claim that something is unusual and extraordinary, you have to prove that. You can't just assume it and then in retrospect justify it. This puts the scientific method upside down. I wanted to finish with a joke I recently saw as a comment below a YouTube video I watched, but I couldn't find it again. It went like that, I'm paraphrasing. A man sits on a park bench and is clapping. Another comes by and asks, "Why are you clapping all the time?" The man says, "To drive out the pink elephants." Then the other asks, "What pink elephants?" To which the man responds, "Duh, that's why I'm clapping." Till next time. Bye.